Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Look at that view. Not the cemetery, the sea. How gorgeous is that? Now today I have brought you to Whitby and we are going to go and have a look at Whitby Abbey and see what was part of the inspiration for Bram Stoker when he wrote the amazing novel Dracula, which was released in 1897. For those of you that know me, you know I'm a massive horror fan. Dracula is one of my favourite characters. I have a tattoo of him on my arm. So this is a real moment for me. I've always wanted to come here. I'm here now. We're going to go and have a look at the Abbey. We're going to go and have a look at the church as well, if we can get in there, of course. And we're going to go and look at the 199 steps, a place where once the ship crashed in the novel, Dracula turned into a dog and ran up to the Abbey. So much to see, so much to do, and we're going to go and look at as much as we can. If this is your type of thing, or if you're a horror fan, a Dracula fan, then make sure you watch the rest of this video, because this is part 1 of 2. Now in part 2, on my second channel, Airbnb Reviewer and Paul's Adventures, I will be staying at the house, which is now an Airbnb, where Bram Stoker stayed and lived between 1890 and 1896, bearing in mind the book got released in 1897. So there's a high probability some of that book was written in the location where I will be staying at tonight, but that's going to be on my second channel, Airbnb Reviewer and Paul's Adventures. But in this one, Unusual Things, we're going to go and have a look around and see as much as we can, and I'm going to show you some of Whitby, some of the Abbey, some of the church, and whatever we can film. If you like the video today, please give it a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel, it's absolutely free, and hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when more videos come out. And if you're a fan of Dracula, Bram Stoker, or if you've been to Whitby before, leave your comments down below. And don't forget, this is part 1 of a 2-parter. Let's carry on, shall we? Now I'm just standing behind this wall and noticed all these gravestones in here, look. But not only that, you get the ocean with the beach in the background, and there's lots of people down there at the moment because it is Gothic weekend here as well. Now once his ship crashed onto the shores, the Demeter Varna, in the book, the novel, is written that Dracula turns into a dog and runs up the 199 steps that lead to the church and then onto the Abbey. So we're going to take a walk up those 199 steps. Now in the old days, horse and carriages used to take the coffins up if you had money that way. But if you didn't have money, the pallbearers would carry you up these stairs, and there are coffin rests along the way, which I'll show you in a moment. Now I'm not counting these 199 stairs. There we go, this would be the coffin rest. Now in the novel, Dracula's first victim is a gentleman by the name of Swales, and it's believed that Bram Stoker, whilst walking through this churchyard, saw that name on a headstone, and I found it, but you have to sort of come in really close to be able to see it. Swales, who died 17, I can't quite read that, 80 something. I think it's aged 83 years. And there we have St Mary's Church. Okay, so I've just spoke to the grounds guy, and he said that the church will be open at 11:15. So we'll have a little look around the graveyard here first, and then we'll go up and have a look around the Abbey as well. I mean, could you imagine if he was walking through here at night time with the Abbey looming, the church here, the sea in the distance, and obviously the light would have been a lot less then as well in terms of light pollution from buildings and stuff. So I should imagine it would have given quite an eerie atmosphere and feel to it. Anyway, let's go and check out the Abbey, shall we? First impressions, wow, it's huge. So we'll walk through. Now there are lots of people here, like I said earlier, for Gothic weekend, so they'll be having their pictures taken and bits and pieces. So we'll just walk around and film, and hopefully they won't mind. Yes.
Yeah, just start walking towards me.
So it's nice and windy in here today. I was going to get the drone up from outside, but I don't think that's going to be possible. It's a bit too windy, which is a shame. Now, does anyone want a bed for the night? I wonder what history that has behind it. Saying that, someone's got a drone up there now, they're flying around. Just take a step back and get a real big idea of how this building is. And it's like I said earlier on, it's a shame that there's just so little left of it. There's a lot enough there to, of course, appreciate, but it's just a shame that never got to see it in its entirety. But then would it still have the appeal and the pull that it has today? To be fair, it's a lot quieter here than what I thought it would be. There's someone's drone. I think a lot of people may have been partying last night and they'll probably come up a little bit later. Now, it really is a big, imposing building, and like I said before, I always wanted to come here, but I imagined it being a lot smaller for some reason. And when you come in and you stand in the middle and you look up, you appreciate how tall it is. We're going to go and have a look at the shop as well, see what goodies we can buy in there, probably spend a fortune on. But I hope you've enjoyed that so far. Now there's more to see, because we're going to go down to the beach area where in the novel the ship crashed, and we're going to have a little look around Whitby as well, because I believe there's a couple of little museums and little things that you can go into and have a look around. So we'll go and do all of that. We'll get rid of the wasp first, and we'll just see what else there is to see in Whitby. If you've been here, leave it in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on the place.
And even on the top, there's will be multiple formats quickly.
Okay.
Like the receipts.
Hi, I bought a book down the other end, but she said you got a stamp.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers, my love. I'm sorry. Okay, so I went in the shop and I bought some bits and pieces. I've just seen a cafe bar around here. Rude not to get a coffee, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, went in there, spent a fortune, about 60 quid, I think. One book and a few little presents for family. T-shirt for me. Got to treat myself. Yeah, I don't know where the coffee shop is. It says it's around here. Cafe and bar. Bar? I'm driving. I'm not having a bar. Actually, no. Let's go into town and we'll find a coffee shop there, shall we? It's getting a bit windy now, though.
To experience, the weekend. Yeah, amazes me. Yeah, it is. It's great.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Imagine being boxed in like that. It's a very strange little church. I've never seen anything like this before. I wonder whether there's any difference if you're upstairs or downstairs. Are the upstairs the people that are well-to-do, a bit of money, looking down upon the ones that are almost locked in the pew areas because it's got free written on there, but then it's like you're trapped in there. So it doesn't represent freedom at all, I don't think, anyway. But they're all numbered as well, which I should imagine is for the people that like to book their seats. Or would have done. It's easier going down than what it is going up. Behave.
Mad, isn't it?
Stop it now. Right now.
Experience the Dracula story in this award-winning presentation using animated scenes. Come inside and experience the
Apparently, Bram Stoker got the idea of writing the book Dracula off this very experience.
And I bid you welcome, Mr.
That's a touch up on that.
eyes of chase. Pennsylvania, Jonathan Harker is held prisoner by the hypnotic charms of Dracula's female vampires. On Tate Hill Sands, under the shadow of Whitby Abbey, Dracula once just a cruel on his beds, active, with his broken neck and head swaying, was lashed as the ship's Lucy, Rita, and friends. Finally, at the snow covered.
Wow, this is absolutely stunning down here. Beautiful sandy beach. Then I wonder if we get the Abbey from here. I wonder if we can see it. We'll have a look. We'll come round. I think we can actually. It's too windy to get the drone out today, sadly. Otherwise I would have got the drone out. But oh yeah, look, you can just catch the Abbey there, look, behind the church. How great does that look? Okay, I couldn't not come and film this, could I? The view from this spot inspired Bram Stoker, 1847 to 1912, to use Whitby as the setting of part of his world-famous novel, Dracula. This seat was erected by Scarborough Borough Council and the Dracula Society to mark the 68th anniversary of Stoker's death, April 20th, 1980. And from there, you can view Tate Hill Sands, which is there. It is where the boat crashed, and then he turned into a dog and ran up the 199 stairs all the way to the top. Now, the Russian ship that crashed that inspired the idea 5 years earlier was called the Dmitri, and it came from Port Narva. So you had Dmitri Narva, and you swap those initials around and you get the Demeter Varna, which was the boat that Dracula crashed on to Tate Hill Sands. Such an amazing piece of history. To think that Bram Stoker sat there. He was living in accommodation around the corner, which we will see real soon, because I will be staying there as an Airbnb, and it will be part 2 of this video of seeing where Bram Stoker stayed whilst writing part of his Dracula novel. Lovely couple. Who have you guys come at?
We have come as vampire.
Excellent. And how long does it...
Couple streets looking for fresh victims.
Have you found any yet?
Many.
Plenty.
So thanks for watching my visit to Whitby. Now, if you want to see me stay at the Airbnb where Bram Stoker lived between 1890 and 1896, then make sure you go straight over to Airbnb Reviewer and Paul's Adventures, and you will see me staying right there, this Airbnb. Thanks as always for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. And I'll see you on the other channel for part 2. See you soon. Take care.